If you're a Christian, this video is specifically for you. You've probably been hearing lately that Christian Zionism is not supported in the New Testament, and Christian Zionists use the Old Testament to justify supporting Israel. For example, the famous verse from the book of Numbers where God says, "Blessed is everyone who blesses you, and cursed is everyone who curses you," when he was talking about Israel. The thing is, people just say that's in the Old Testament or Tanakh, so it was meant only for the Jews. And everything changed when Jesus came in the New Testament.
And they're not Jewish. Most of them are self-described Christians, and then the Christian Zionists who are, well, Christian Zionists. Like, what is that?
Right.
And I could just say for myself, I dislike them more than anybody, because like, what? Because it's Christian heresy, and I'm offended by that.
What if I told you the New Testament actually reinforces and supports the idea of a modern state of Israel? After the resurrection, the apostles asked Jesus in Acts chapter 1, "Lord, isn't now the time that you're going to restore the kingdom to Israel?" Jesus didn't once respond by telling them that they were wrong. He didn't say, "No, you misunderstand, I meant Israel and everyone not from Israel." He confirmed it and said, the kingdom will be restored to Israel. This is one verse confirming Zionism. Here's some more. In the new heaven in Jerusalem, that is in the book of Revelations, God shows John in Revelation chapter 2 that 12 gates inscribed with the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. Get this, all you Christians who hate Zionism, Israel is not replaced, but instead, the 12 tribes of Israel are eternally honored at the very gates of God's kingdom. If Israel was supposed to be replaced, why are the tribes' names on heaven's gates? Still not satisfied? Let's go to Paul. Paul says in Romans chapter 11, we as Gentiles are grafted into the olive tree of Israel. Again, we don't replace Israel, we're adopted into it. We are joined to Israel's covenant. He emphasizes our Christian attitude should be one of humility, not arrogance, because we are grafted in through God's mercy. Because if God did not spare the natural branches, which is the Jewish people, he'll be far harsher to the wild olive branches, which is us Gentiles. And of course, my personal favorite. Jesus in Matthew 15 makes it clear to the Gentile woman that he came only for Israel with the food analogy that was meant only for Israel. He continued saying he cannot give that food to the dogs. Here, the dogs means us Gentiles. However, that Gentile lady was humble and countered with, even the dogs need scraps, right? That humility impressed Jesus, and that's why he healed her daughter. So now that you see what the New Testament actually says about Zionism, that Jesus Christ affirmed modern Israel's restoration, that heaven bears Israel's names on its gates, that we are grafted into Israel's covenant, will you follow actual scripture or keep believing people who pick and choose what seems convenient to their narrative?